Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. All right, it is Nietzsche Saturday, where every Saturday I join Jasmine and Miranda here on YouTube, where we work out of our Skinny Classic and we do some sort of spread. Now for me, as I've mentioned countless times before, this is predominantly the only planner that I use. So I have both my regular weekly set up in here, as well as my social media and business set up in here. And then the back is just some trackers and things like that. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the 13th through the 19th. I think that's right. Yeah, 13th through the 19th. Now I'm actually a little bit late filming this. I usually film this the Saturday prior, but it is actually Friday the 10th, Good Friday, for those of you who celebrate. And I've actually already even filled in what I plan to do, what I've done so far, and then tomorrow it'll be baking, boiling eggs, getting things ready for Easter, making an Easter basket for us, because we do that. I also need to submit my email for my buddy read sometime this weekend, and then on Easter I plan to relax, edit some videos, and then eat. We're having a ham dinner, and I cannot wait. So for this week, we'll just use the paper that's here. I've got a variety of different papers here, and then in my social media and business section. So we'll just use this. This was gifted to me by my friend Val. Now, before I get too much into this, there was a comment on my video last week that the silliness and the goofiness was a bit annoying and unprofessional. And just to be perfectly transparent, I did mention that in the video that, you know, I do sometimes feel that I am unprofessional if you base or compare me to other planner channels. However, I don't go into these videos, especially Nietzsche Saturday, with the intention of being silly or goofy, but it happens, and I'm just going to roll with it. And if that is not something that you're interested in, then you're probably going to want to click out right now. You're not going to get what you get from other channels from my channel, just because that's not how it works with me. Okay, so just be forewarned. And also, I'm gonna show this to you. I showed this on my Instagram story, but this was an old marinated cheese jar. Cleaned it out really good, and then what I have inside is what I've been snacking on, and this is Lihi Mui gummies. And I think I just mentioned that I have shown this on my Instagram yesterday. It's a variety of different gummies: Haribo, Sour Patch Watermelon, and these peach rings. I'd never had them before, but they're pretty good. And then what I did was I added some of this, and hopefully the glare is not too bad, but this is Li Hing powder packets. Now you can either buy it in these packets, which is probably like a couple of teaspoons worth of the powder, or you can buy it where it's just one big sack of powder. I prefer this method just because it keeps it a lot neater for me. And then for 2.5 batches like this, and it's probably like 3 cups of gummies, I used 1.5 packets, and I just shook it. I like mine dry. I know you can add some like lemon juice or some water just to make it wet, but I prefer my gummies to be dry. Now I am going to put this away. I do not snack while I'm doing my planning, whether on camera or off, because, you know, dirty fingers. But I did wanted to show that to you, and I believe they sell Li Hing powder on Amazon if you are interested and you're not here in Hawaii. I believe some places on the West Coast you might be able to find it like in Trader Joe's or something. I don't know. I've seen some videos on YouTube. And then I believe there is like a chamoy or a Mexican version, because what this does is the gummies are both sweet and sour, and then the lihing powder adds a sort of smoky saltiness because it is based on a salted plum that is spiced, and it's just delicious. This is pretty much my predominant way of eating gummies, and so this has, I thought I'd actually finish this last night, but it got too much, so this will probably last me through the weekend, but I did want to show that to you guys. All right, so on to the video. Now I have a variety of sticker books out. These were out because I did some filming yesterday, and then these I was thinking about using today. And so I think what we'll do is we'll start with this. We'll put our functional down, and then we'll add our decorative. And if we can go with a similar format with some small boxes, I think that might be best. Of course, I didn't look first. And we're off to an amazing start already. I really do want to use these. I think it would turn out janky though. And I mean, I know you guys are like, well, I mean, do it. But I mean, I don't intend for my spreads to look janky. That just kind of happens sometimes. It's not on purpose. All right, well, that's a lot of color and a lot of shape. Let's do this, and I'm thinking we'll do 5. We'll do similar to what we did last week, and if we do these, then everything stays pink. I don't want everything to be pink. All right, you know what? I'm gonna start picking colors, and we're gonna make these look like those bullets. I think that's what they are. Bullets or bombs for Mario. And we're gonna do 5 down the page. Fingers crossed that 5 actually fit. And we'll do a solid. And I want a little bit of a gap in between, but not so much, because again, I'm not sure 5 will fit if I do a whole space between. And we'll go back to this. So I guess our colors are going to be pink and teal and blue. So that's good to know. And we're going to line them up. And then we need another solid. Now for this one, the lines are obviously going horizontal, but I need it to be this way. And for my purposes, I'll just write over the lines. Again, I want this to be pretty, and I want it to be decorative. Oh no, but I don't want the 2. Oh. Okay, well. That already bothers me. Because I put the solid because there's a solid here, but I needed a solid pink and not a solid blue. We're just gonna end with pink. I don't know why I'm making such a fuss. I'm just gonna write over it anyway, but still, it bothers me. Okay, and there's that. And I just realized that I'm missing my date and number sticker, so let me grab that. And that's the one I was talking about, but let me put a box over here. And I don't think there's no holiday again, so let's put one of these long boxes. I love the look of just blotchy watercolor. I love it. And do we go more blue or do we go more pink? I like blue. this will be Saturday and Sunday. And I'm tempted to do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. And I might hate it and I might love it, but I'm gonna do it. There, done. All right, so apparently these bullet bomby things are gonna come into this falling wall thingy. And now we're gonna put some of our dates. And let's see. I kind of like this one. The really dark one. So let's go for that. And these I did purchase from Lux Clever Crafts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the days down and then the corresponding numbers. And then when I'm done, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so we've got our days and numbers down. So it's the 13th through the 19th. You guys might have realized that I don't care about the lines on the page. Really, I use this as paper, so any paper will do. If this were the actual Skinny Classic setup, I might white out the dates because that can be a little confusing for me, since after you watch this video, you guys are never going to see this again. But otherwise, I typically just leave whatever's on the page on the page. So now that we have that done, I think for this week and next week, we'll kind of do what we've done for the last 2 weeks, where we use 2 sticker books, and I think I'm going to use these 2. And then next week, I'll do the functional out of this and then the decorative out of this, and we'll see how the different spreads come up. So let me put these away. And since we have all of the functional, I'm going to put some the decorative from here, and this was gifted to me by my friend Kelly. Now these flowers are not my favorite. I mean, I like them, don't get me wrong, but the florals in this one, I think it's easier to actually see if I open, are absolutely spectacular. But I do want to try to sort of see what I can do with 2 dissimilar, because this I think is more like a modern, preppy, colorful, and this is more stargazer, detailed floral vibe to me. And I like being able to mix them, but there is quite a bit of blue in here, so I think we can get saved by that. So let's put down some florals, because you know I love me some florals. And we'll start with a quote. Be you, not them. And that actually kind of touches on what I talked about in the beginning of the video, where if you're coming for perfection and beauty and that girl, you're in the wrong place, sweetie. You are absolutely in the wrong place. And let's bring some pink over here. Now I'm tempted to cut it, but we don't actually have a straight edge other than over here, but I don't want to get anything on the umbrellas, so I think we'll just leave it as is. That also means these straight ones, I don't know if we can use. And because there's 2 pages of this, I believe. So we'll do this here. Okay, so I'm getting itchy, so I know that it's bothering me, but I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to move it a little, because what I was thinking of is putting the blue in the middle and put the pinks on the other side. But again, if I were that girl, I would have actually pre-planned this, and I'm not that girl, so we're going to put things down. All right, so there's that. It's actually kind of cute. And then on here, let's see if we can, well, maybe we can actually find something that fits there. because I don't need anything functional. So we're really just looking for something that says something motivational. Lord knows I can use something motivational these days. And good things take time. You should go for it. I like the black, but other than that, we haven't introduced any black to it. I like the beautiful girls. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Absolutely. We're not going to let that happen around here. Okay, so we're going to put that down like that. And I don't even know if you guys are in frame. And then put this over it. Okay. And let's bring some more color in. And we'll do this here. All right, and I think we'll see if maybe at least there. I did like the rainbows, but I think they're a little too big. Girl time. Well, I'm a girl, and I guess any time is girl time. Ooh, what do these say? So let's do something about the weekend, since we have a weekend sticker. So best weekend ever. Seems kind of botchy, since I don't know if it will be the best weekend ever, but maybe we'll just put this here in the hopes of. Okay, well, now we've called it, so next weekend will be the best weekend ever. Go us. And then here, oh, look at those. Aren't those cute? Huh. I really should look at my stuff. I know I say that every week. I also know I say I should pre-plan, but I'm never going to. I mean, I talk a lot. I mean, guys, you know. You know. So, no, just stick it there. And no birthdays that I'm aware of, although those are really cute. And I like that just for the floral element. I'm thinking it's going to be too much, and I know you guys are like, yeah, that ship has sailed. I know, guys. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to do to do, and we're going to do yay. Had I seen this beforehand, we would have done 2 yays. Okay. I still think it's rather bare, even though there's barely any space. I know. You are so great. Kind of like this one, the Hello Weekend. We're really gonna lean into this whole weekend thing. Why not? And I'm thinking that's where we're going to end it. Yeah, I can hear you guys. Oh, but look, there's some space. Welcome to the Planning to Fill Up Space channel. My name's Johanna. No, put it away. Let me put this on the rings and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, guys. So, yeah. there's flaws, but not egregious enough for me not to use this. Honestly, I'm going to look at this and I'll see the flaws, every day that I come in here. But then I'll also like, yeah, well, I mean, it's not the worst. It's not the worst. And really, that's my metric. It isn't the worst that I've done. And so it's not that bad. I kind of like how this is leaning, although to be perfectly honest, I wish it was leaning more so that it was touching that line. I know, I mean, to have sort of a metric and then be focused on that, seriously, or that these colors aren't in the middle of that, how this still tends to be, well, if I did one there, I got to do one there. Yeah, I know, my brain is both chaotic and striving for structure, and this is what happens when that happens. But this is definitely more than enough space for me for the week. As you guys know, even pre-pandemic, I wasn't writing a lot in here. I just like having the routine of it. Plus, I do write things in here. I always write something down, whether it has something to do with my work or with personal or with planning or combination thereof. I'm always going to fill up a little bit of the space just because I'm not doing this just to decorate. I am doing this because I like seeing this, and I will be looking at this again when I do a recap. So I mean, there is value for me in this. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to use these two again, and we're going to functional with Womankind and decorate with Year to Shine, and let's see if we can come up with something not this. Now, last week, I believe it was Miss Marion who had called this Spring Grunge or Grunge Spring. Either way, I thought it was fabulous, and so that's what I'm going to name this. Henceforth, this is Spring Grunge, and that was by Miss Marion. So for this week, what would you name this? I don't even have an idea, because I mean, all I can see is floral Mario bullets, but that doesn't seem to flow from the tongue. So you guys go ahead and tell me in the comments below what you would name this, and you won't hurt my feelings if you say hot mess, floral hot mess, floral, my God, what were you thinking? You won't hurt my feelings at all, I promise. All right, so let me know in the comments below what you think this should be called, and as always, aloha.